How we doing, everybody?
Hola.
Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly With It. I'm Will.
I'm Audrey.
And what are we doing today?
We are playing Survival Fattest.
Survival of the Fattest. It's a play on words. Instead of survival of the fittest, it's survival of the fattest. And I really wish I knew why the camera keeps changing color, because I don't have it on auto brightness. It keeps doing that. So I got to figure out what changed in the camera. But either way, that is what we are playing today, is Survival of the Fattest. It is currently up on Kickstarter. So if you want to back the game, you like what you see here, you can go out and pledge for that. We're going to do a quick rundown of how the game is played. Go over a couple of the components just to clarify what's Deluxe Edition, what's Regular Edition. Again, going out to Kickstarter will show you that as well. And then we will get to playing.
Yes.
All right, so here we go. We are set up for a two-player game of Survival of the Fattest. And why is that?
Because there are two survivors.
Two animales. Two animales that are trying to get food para the... ¿Es viernes? No, no viernes. Izquierdo? No, no izquierdo.
I don't know what you want to say.
Winter.
Invierno.
I said invierno.
No, you said viernes.
Oh, what's inviernes?
It's the city that is close to home.
Oh, that's why. It's a city that's close to...
Inviernes, I think it is.
Maybe that's where that Santa place is up in Florida. Either way, we're trying to get food before winter. So we're animales trying to... Actually, we're three animales because Audrey is playing with the two cute little bunnies. Because he's got the cutie bunnies. So, of course, these big chonky meeples are from the Deluxe Edition. You can see the other guys over there. There's also a Kickstarter exclusive character that is part of the campaign. And then the regular edition is going to come with just regular little standees. So you can see them here. Beautiful art on the game. That's what drew me to it. I reached out to the publisher and said, hey, we would like to play it. And they were lucky enough to get a copy and get it to us in time to play it for them. So in Survival of the Fattest, what you're trying to do is collect food to complete recipes. So this will be a market here that'll have different recipe cards. You can also reserve recipes as one of your actions. So on your turn, you're going to take up to 3 different actions. One is recycling cards. So that is the cards in your hand. If you don't like any of the cards you have, you can discard and draw one less than that. Second thing you do is play trick cards. So this does have a little bit of take that to some degree, or some helpful cards, but they're called trick cards. And so, for example, here, this one says smash and grab, put a face-up card from your trading post, from the trading post, into my stash. And that's going to be important later when we get to another step. The next is to visit a location. So this is the worker placement. You can place it in one of 4 areas. The first is the trading post, where you can either take a food or swap it with a food in your hand. The next is the market, where you can either reserve a food or a recipe, or you can complete it with the food that's in your hand. These are going to do 2 things for you. One, that is how the game is scored, is off of the food that you gather. But 2, if you complete them, there is a special ability on the bottom. You'll just tuck this under your game board so you know you have that special ability. The next thing you can do is go out into the forage fields. So in the forage fields, you're going to play as many of your forage cards that you want to basically draw cards out. So all of this is going to be done to be put into your deck to continue building that deck, to get the food, to complete the recipes. The way that you're able to complete the recipes, or that you've got in reserve, or feed your good old animalis, your critter as they call it, is by putting cards in the stash. So that is your 4th location. You can go to the stash, put your food down in there. You can't look at the food after you've got it in there. It's kind of like you have to remember what you put in there. Playing with younger kids, you're probably just let the kids look at it, right? Yeah, you're not supposed to look at the cards once you put them in there. The only time you can look at them is when we go into another season. So when we go into another season, we're going to look at our cards. We're going to see, can we complete any of our cards that we reserved, or can we feed our animals? So of course, my big old bear here, old Grizz, he wants 2 honeys and a fish. And if I complete that, I flip over the card and I get this new bonus ability, which says that these honeys now are the same as a wild. Basically, he uses honey as wilds. Oddity, on the other hand, if she needs 2 carrots and a leaf or a branch, and then she gets to take 2 actions when she goes to the trading post or the market. And that kind of makes sense. She has 2 bunnies. Her default ability is when she goes to forage, she gets to forage from 2 different locations and take that many cards that she plays forage cards from both. So that could be a lot of cards. Now, the downside to that is there are these trap cards that are hidden through these 3 decks, or 4 decks, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you get those, they kind of clog up your deck. And unlike a normal deck builder, there's no way to remove them. The only way you can remove them is putting them into your stash, and that's going to lose you points at the end of the game. So you kind of have to either say, I'm just going to sacrifice and keep pulling that trap card, or I'm going to get it into my stash, get it out of my hand so I can start pulling the cards I really want. After we go through 3 seasons, we're going to tally up who has the most recipes. You do need to have fed your critter, though. If you didn't feed your critter, you earn 0 points. So you got to at least try to feed your critter once during the game. That's pretty much it. So let me take a little swig, and then I'm going to read some flavor text here, because, flavor text is always important.
Yes.
Adri likes the she got sad when I mentioned that I couldn't paint these because I have to forward it on to another reviewer. She was like, oh. I was like, yeah.
Oh, you're so cute.
I was like, I always offer because that's additional publicity for the publisher, right? Is I can paint them, I can post them on social media.
Yeah.
I can even make a video of how to paint them, right? So I always ask. Some publishers say yes. Unfortunately, I think most publishers have told us no because they don't want us to show painted minis during the playthrough, because then people would think that they're painted. I get it, but we always mention that I painted these, and I would probably upload the painting video before I uploaded the gameplay video, right? Because I would have to have them painted for it. Either way, always up to the publishers. So I can't wait when we get a final copy so we can paint these. Well, that's if we like the game. I might not want the final copy if we don't like the game. It looks fun, though. I think we'll like it. So old Grizz slowly opened one sleepy eye and peered out from his den. The snow had all but melted, and the warm sunshine and the smell of spring filled the air. The old bear found no joy in the beautiful scene, though. He had survived enough winters to know the work that lay ahead. His mind reluctantly turned to thoughts of hunting and hoarding, stashing as much food as possible while the woodland was awake and bountiful. The bear's brooding was interrupted by an annoyingly cheerful voice. Look, honey, another big juicy berry. This will be our biggest stash yet. It was the two ridiculous, radiant rabbits, Honey and Buns. He watched the little bunnies bounce from bush to bush. A cunning plan started to form. Maybe he wouldn't have to make such an effort this year. After all, there were plenty of other critters already hard at work. Old Grizz pondered his new revelation. If he could apply a little pressure, maybe twist a tail or two, he just might be able to convince his new best friends to share. So there we go. So I didn't even realize, I hadn't read the flavor text. I just knew Adri was going to play with the bunnies. There was, I mean, they're all cute. And I was half debating playing with the deer. What's the deer's name? Bucky. I was half debating playing with Bucky, but I was like, nope, I want the big bear. so I got the big bear. So it kind of fits thematically to the story. I'm trying to convince her bunnies to do the hard work for me. So now the way the determination of who gets to go first is not with our extra life die, but what is this extra life die about?
This is because we support Children's Miracles Network through Extra Life with donations that you can also give to the kids, to the niños.
Para los niños.
Para los niños, using the links down below.
Using the links down below. We did just finish Game Day 2022. You can probably hear it in my voice. It hasn't fully come back yet. And you can also see a big load of games back there. So, of course, if you would like to know how to enter and win those games, well, most of them, some of them we gave away during our live streams, click on the video. There's a video on our channel. Watch that video. But I can give you a secret. A little hint. You got to make a donation, and then you get entered for $500 of games. Yeah, close to, which includes deluxe edition of Radlands, Dice Throne, re-rolled season 1, the full box, full bundle of Disney Arena. Lot muy bien. All right. So the way we determine who goes first is by who has the highest forage card in their hand. So I have a 7.
I have a 6.
6. So that means I get to go first. Do you have 5 in your hand, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
So the first thing is, do I want to discard any of my cards to draw another? So I'm going to discard 2 to draw 1, because I get to draw 1, which kind of just netted me 0, but that's fine. So then I'm going to play a trick card. So smash and grab. Put a face-up card from the trading post into your stash. And I need an acorn for this, but I need a honey to feed me. I'd rather feed me sooner rather than later. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in my stash. And then I get to visit a location. It's beginning of the game. I think I need lots and lots of food. So I'm going to go up here to Pebblebrook and play in the water while Audrey takes her turn. I don't remember if this fills immediately or if it fills I think it fills at the end of my turn, since like you can normally only take 1 anyways. So that is a wild card.
Wild fruit.
Wild fruit is a wild card. It's a little colorful star meeple looking thing. Right. So the first thing you can do is recycle. Normally, if you've got like a bunch of trick cards you don't want, you would recycle those at the time. That's what I did. I had a trick card that I didn't want, and then I just got rid of one of my forage cards.
Are they in a location right now? No. Locations are.
No, that's the last thing you do is visit a location. That's the last thing.
Yeah, but.
Oh, I forgot to bring out the recipe, so you don't even know what you're working for. There we go. There are the recipes. Now you know what you're looking for. So recipes, we wouldn't be able to really complete a recipe right away, but we could reserve them. I'm almost thinking the first turn you pretty much want to go forage because you need food. What you gotta do? Did you want to recycle any of your cards?
No.
Did you want to play any of your trick cards?
That's why I was asking if they are at the same location, because I could if they were, but they are not.
Well, yes, they are. They're both in the stash. Yeah, they're both in the stash. but they're not at a location where that card probably comes in handy, I would imagine. So I would say you probably want to discard that card plus one of your forage cards.
Trick?
What's it do? I don't know what it does anymore. You're gonna have to tell
that's
me.
why
You
it
can't be
says-
secretive about
It
it.
says twinning. If honey and buns are at the same location,
Yes.
you may put a food card from your hand into your stash.
Which you don't have any food cards. So that's why I was saying I didn't think it would be. So you want to recycle 2 cards into your discard and draw 1 new one, because maybe it'll be a better trick. The forage numbers don't mean anything. They're just used for who's first player.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. That's all the forage numbers do. At least that's all I think they do right now. There might be some expansions where they'll start making them useful for things.
Draw 1.
Yeah, draw 1.
So I did just the first part. Play trick cards, visit a location. I'm gonna visit a location.
Okay.
I can get food here.
But you can only get 1 food there. Now, if you go to forage, you have a special ability with yours to be able to go to 2 different ones. The question is, do you want to...
Foraging, you made several locations.
So you get to split, which means that you could either go to 2 different ones, which means you take all the cards, which means if there's traps, you're taking all the traps, or you can come over here with me and maybe not, well, you pretty much take the traps too, because I'm not going to take the trap and I always get to go first, so.
I go here.
All right.
So I grab.
So that's it. You visit the location. That's it. All right.
That's
so
it.
now
Okay.
we go into the forage. So we play our forage cards. So I'm going to play 3 forage cards.
These are your cards.
That's all my cards. You can play all 4.
Okay, then I play in 4.
All right. So that means that I get 3 from here. So I got a leaf, I got an acorn, and I got another leaf. So those go into my discard pile. And then these go into my discard pile. And then Audrey gets to do from both. So you get a carrot, a leaf,
They need carrots, I think.
a fish, and a berry from that one. And then you get 4 from that one as well. An
Acorn. Fish.
Trap.
Carrot.
So the trap, it does show here. So what the trap does is for every trap that you put into your stash, it's -1. It's got a -1 up at the top. When foraging, you must take a trap card unless a lower priority critter is not taking one, which she was the only one there. This card can be recycled but never discarded. So she can always use it to recycle, but she can't use any discard action to get rid of it. All right. So now we go into spring. We stay where we are because we can't go back to the same location twice in a row. All right, so you draw 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have to get to 5. So that means you get to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Means you may get some of your food into your hand. All right.
I draw 1 to get to 5.
Yeah, you get up to 5. All right. My highest forage card is a 6.
Mine is at 7.
All right, so you get to go first. So the first thing is recycle.
Recycle.
So always double check your trick cards. Ooh, that's a mean card.
I don't like that.
Mm.
I don't like what I heard.
So what is the one's got like a little bunny and he's hugging on the bunny, or she is. I guess that's the girl because the other one's got like a little camouflage shirt on, a little Hawaiian shirt. So I guess that's the guy. Yeah, that's the girl.
I'm gonna play.
Are you gonna recycle any? Again, if you've got more than 2 cards that you can't play, your best bet's to recycle. And that includes food. If you can't do anything with the food on that turn, there's really no reason to keep the food. Oh, well, you can keep the food into the next round. You don't have to
But if I discard
use it.
1, then it's nothing because I cannot.
Yeah, 1
get
does
0.
nothing. Yeah. And you can only play 1 trick card. But again, you can hold on to your trick card for a future round as well.
Okay, so I'm going to discard this too.
Because you can keep your cards from round to round. I don't think I mentioned that at the beginning.
This
you,
goes here.
Yeah, you got them in the wrong spot. Oh, I didn't even notice that. The player mats are a little different.
Let's see. I play a trick.
All right.
So it says name a food card and then reveal the top card from the trading
post.
deck.
Mm-hmm.
If the revealed card matches your guess, put the card into your stash.
Oh, okay. So it's just
otherwise put it onto your discard. So
either way you get it. Yeah, it's just whether or not it's going to be a point. So the food. I don't know if there's a list of the food cards.
To know how many of each?
Well, not to know. Oh, here they.
Or how much?
To know what they all are. Yeah. Those are examples, but they're not showing what the food cards are. Oh, here they are. So it's a carrot, berry, fish, acorn, twig, and honey.
I'm gonna say it's hard. Carrot.
All right, so flip it over. Your best bet is to twig. Your best bet is to say something that you need, because then it goes into your stash, which you need that too. But again, you can take that action to go in there.
Carrot.
You can play as many tricks as you like in a turn. Resolve each, then move on to the next. Oh, so you can play multiple tricks.
So this one, then it does.
It'd help if I could read cards. It's got a Z on the end of it.
That's right.
Or an S that sounds like a Z.
Oh, I discarded my trick.
Was it another trick that you could have played?
No, I don't remember
anymore. Okay, you don't remember anymore.
Then visit a location. So.
Yeah, you did that. You played your tricks. Yeah, so now your bunnies, both bunnies will have to go to the same location, because you can't do forage again because you already did that. It says you can't go to the same location. Now, it doesn't say that you...
location is a train pass.
Does that mean you can't go to the forage location again?
Market.
If you visit the train... the end of your action phase, refill empty space.
I'm gonna go get... I'm going to the market.
All right. So
both of them.
Yeah, both
they
of them
always
go.
have to be together?
Yeah,
No,
except for forage. Yeah, forage they get to go separate. All right. So you go there. So you can either, if you have the food in your hand, you can complete a card to get the ability on the bottom, or you can reserve a card to complete later from the cards in your stash.
Reserve one of those cards.
Mm-hmm. So the abilities, this is -3 points times the number of other completed recipes. So this is more of a reserve card. This one gives you 2 points. Market bonus, you may spend a bonus wild at the end of each season while this card is in the bonus slot. So this gives you 1 free wild every season. That's actually pretty good if you could complete it right now. Market bonus, you may immediately move to another location and take the associated action. So this basically is going to give you 2 actions this turn, if you could complete it. And then Carrot Top Pesto, 4 points, a lot of points. Market bonus, at the end of each round, you may put a food card from your hand into your stash. Okay, so at the end of each round, you can add 1 more food card to your stash that then you'll be able to use to feed your critter or complete your stored
I like
ones.
that one.
So you can forage again, just in a different location. So
I get it and put it here.
are you storing it?
Oh,
Put it-
no,
yeah, put it with that.
reserving it.
Reserving it. Mm-hmm. All right. And then that's it.
That's it.
Yep, that's it. All right.
Draw. Back to 5.
Yes. All right. So where's my main card? Okay. So I'm gonna play Bear Trap. Each other player reveals a trap card from their hand. If able, those players must put the trap card into their stash.
I don't have any.
Okay. It's gonna come back. It stays. This is a permanent card that I can always play. I don't have enough to complete that. I don't have a berry. So I got a lot of forage cards, so I'm just going to go forage again. I'm going to go forage by myself. I'm going to spend 3 forage. And get 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's 4. 3. So it got me 2 fish and an acorn. No traps, but I mean. All right. So that is the end of the round. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I think, yeah, you're not supposed to draw. Yeah, discard and draw and then progress the round marker. Oh, yeah, you can discard 2 if you don't like a card. You can just discard it and then draw. Just like most card games. All right. So now we are back at the beginning. My highest is a 5.
7.
So you get to go first.
So recycle. So I'm gonna discard these 2 and draw 1.
Okay.
Oh. Play trick cards. I don't have.
Okay.
Visit a location.
Visit a location.
And then if I come here,
You go there, then
I
you get to, yeah, you can either swap a card or you can take one of the cards.
and when do I get to make this
That is at the end here, as long as you have those in your storage. So pretty much kind of on your next turn, you're going to want to put stuff into your stash. Or you could do it this turn, put the stuff into your stash.
So I put my food in my
Stash.
I put my is it a number of food or trap cards from your hand? Yeah. Okay.
If you go to your stash.
If I go now.
Well, or on the next turn. You have one more turn before the end of the round.
So they're
Or
coming.
before the end of the season.
I do
You can
know.
discard as many as you want, 4 cards, as long as you draw 1 less than 3. For the recycle, yeah, for the recycle. I was meaning at the end of the round that she could discard down as well. I forgot you could do that.
No. I want to come here.
All right, and then you get to take one of the. All right, and then you put that in your discard. All right.
And refill?
Yeah, because it refills at the end of the end of your turn. It refills.
No.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so I'm going to play this trick. Smash and grab, put a face-up card from the stash into my, or from the post into my stash. All right. And then I'm going to play another trick, Unbearable. Each other player must reveal a food card from their hand. If able, you may put one of the revealed cards into your stash. So if you have a food card, you have to reveal it. You kind of want to look at what I need and not probably reveal one of those.
So you're gonna steal the food from my hand?
Well, no, you're going to reveal whichever food card you want to reveal to me. And then, yes, I'm going to take it because I'm a big, mean bear.
Look at it. He's gonna
I know he's going to cry. I know, it does look like he's going to cry, but I appreciate the carrots. I appreciate the carrots. I know, he's so sad. I'm a big, mean bear. All right. And then I am going to.
And then wait, hold on. I draw again? No.
No.
You
Yeah, you
lost
just
it.
lost the card. What other? I forget what other fruit. What other food I got? Did I get a honey?
Yes, I'm your honey.
So I think I'm going to. I need an acorn. I think I got an acorn too. I like this bonus though, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to reserve this card. Lo siento, animales. I had to push you out of the way. Lo siento. Es mi culpa. Okay. So I did that. Nobody's foraging, so I discard if I want to. Yes, I'm going to discard 1. I'll back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So we go to the last round of this season. So if you want any cards in your stash, you're going to want to take the stash action this turn. Oops, I forgot to refill this here. Ooh, another wild up there. All right, so what is the highest number in your hand?
7.
7. All right, what's your second highest in your hand? Mine's 5.
Nada.
Okay, so I get to go first. I gotta replace this one too. I'm very bad at refilling deck. Almost every game we play where I have to refill, I'm horrible at refilling.
We're both very bad.
Very bad. So yeah, so the first thing is recycle. So I think I'm going to recycle 3, so I can draw 2, 1. Remember, you will never get the market bonus if you reserve the recipe. Oh, that's right. I only get it if I... yes. All right. Well, I screwed that up. Yep, you're right.
What?
I guess I could reverse that. Am I allowed to reverse this? I was like, I wanted the market bonus, and I took it to reserve it, and I forgot you don't. That's when
So that is only for the recipe.
When you complete the recipe while it's out here, which I couldn't do. So instead, I'd rather. I'll just do this because this was out there earlier. I'll just put this one back. Which technically I'm going to lose it anyways because it's going to shuffle. So it's a 1-point difference. This is easier to complete. Oh well, I'd lose it anyways because at the end of the season we shuffle everything back together and redo it all. So, all right. So bear trap. Each player reveals their hand. If they have a trap in their hand, they put the trap in their stash. No trap, okay. Where is that trap? You have that trap. I need you to get more traps. All right. So yeah, so I'm just going to come down here. I'm going to stash the food for winter. I'll hang on to that card. All right, and that was my turn.
Mi turno. So I cannot go to 2 different locations. I have to just put in my stash whatever I have, right? So
correct. If you're but again, you could still do the recycle. You could still do the trick. That's what I was trying to do, is get more food, and that's why I did the recycle. I was hoping for more.
But I have only 3 cards. Did I do wrong?
No, you somehow you've lost. You lost the food.
My carrot. You stole my carrot.
I only stole 1 card, right?
Yep.
So technically you should be at 4. I only stole 1 card, right? Yeah, I don't know how you're... Yeah, I don't know how you're only at 3. Maybe you missed Drew. I don't know. You should be at 4. I don't know, because I only took 1 card from you.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I got the trap.
Okay, what stays in your hand? Oh, that would have been there on the previous turn. Yeah, so that would have gone into your stash then. Face down. You're not supposed to know what's in there.
I just said it because I know you had that trick.
Because that's what I did the trick during your last turn. Yep. I don't know how you were 2 cards short. I can't rewind. I can't rewind.
Refill. I forget to draw. No. I forget to discard. I do all that.
So yeah. So it's basically if you want to try to if you had a bunch of forage cards in your hands, which we know you don't because you said the only thing you had was the 7. Then yeah, you would discard like 2 forage cards to hopefully get 1 more piece of food to put into your stash. But either way,
because I have only 1.
Yeah, so it's no problem. So then so you just go to your stash and then you can put the 2 food you have and then just hang on to the 1 forage. Oops, I forgot to draw back to the end of my turn. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, I need my food.
All right, so you put it in the stash. All right, so that is the end of your turn. So draw back up to 5. All right. So now we are going to reset. So this is our first reset. So let's make sure we do it correctly because that is muy importante. All right. So we're going to reset our deck. So drawing back didn't even matter because now you're going to combine your deck, combine your hand, your pile, and your discard back together and shuffle.
Seriously?
Yep. Seriously? Yeah. After I was like, oh, I'm going to draw back up to 5 cards. And it's like, reset. You're going to draw back up to 5, but after you shuffle it back into the deck. All right. All right. So you put that back down. It doesn't tell us to draw yet. It says just to combine them back together. All right, so then it says move back to our stash, which we already were. Then it says you can spend your stash. So this is where you can look at your cards. So I can complete a recipe because you gave me that wonderful carrot. So I'm going to spend
You gave me.
You gave it to me.
You stole it.
You did not have to give it to me. You could have like ran off. You're quicker than me. Look how fat I am. I couldn't have called you. So I'm going to spend both of these. So these go back. They'll go at the bottom, but we're going to shuffle this all back together anyways. So it really doesn't matter where I put them. So those go back in there. But now I completed that, so that's worth 3 points at the end of the game. And then I didn't want to do anything else, or I can't do anything else with these, right? Yeah, I can't do anything with those yet. So I gotta remember what's in there though, because I have forgotten. I was watching Before You Play, and I was watching Monique and Naveen play, and I'm like, they forgot what was in there. I'm like, how do you forget what was in there? Like I'm watching, and I knew what was still in her pile. But that's because I only have to remember her pile and not doing all the other stuff that you're having to do. It's easy to forget. Okay, so same thing. You have your cards in your stash. What's this card?
It's me hand.
Yeah, it gets.
Oh no, it's my trap. That was.
Oh yeah, so just put that back down then. All right, so you can either complete your recipe if you have the cards to do that, or you can feed your bunnies if you have the cards to do that.
No, I can complete this one.
All right, so you flip it over where the bunnies are.
Put the food
and then
back.
put the food back. Yep, put the food back.
Back where?
Back in your stash. Well, that was what you had. Yeah, what you spent goes back in there at the bottom. Mm-hmm. All right. So reset our hands. So we go back up to 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unless we have the squirrel. The squirrel, he gets a bigger hand size when he has a bigger hand size when he evolves. I don't know what to call it when he flips over, when he gets his special ability. All right, so you need to combine all these decks back together. And then you need to shuffle them together.
Me?
Yep.
I'm the designated person.
Yep.
Let's see.
Yep, so you put them all, shuffle the face-up recipe cards and marker cards together. And deal 2 cards to each player. Each player reserves one of the new recipes, places the other one face up in the market, and then fill any remaining market squares.
Oh, can you shuffle?
See? Oh, those ones too. Total.
Wait, the one that was here?
Hmm?
What's this
Yep,
one?
all of them. Yep. 2 for me, 2 for you. The 2 that we're not going to choose from. Can we do it?
Sí. It's
Good.
muy fat.
It's muy. It's because it's survival of the fattest, so it's muy
Even
fat.
the deck.
Even the deck is fat because there's a bunch of food in it. Yeah, this overhand shuffling. But even this is like a big deck. I don't even know if I'd be able to riffle shuffle this. And they're not linen finish cards in the prototype, so I don't want to mess it up. All right, so we'll split that in half. Split that in half. Put 4 new ones out. There. There. And then you get to choose one of these to keep and put the other one out.
Hey, I kept this one.
Yeah, you keep them. You keep them till the end, or until you complete them, I guess.
Oh, choose randomly? No, look at them.
Yeah, look at them. You can look at them. All right. I think we've reset everything. Now we are ready to complete the next round. So that was one round or one season. Audrey doesn't want me to do. We're playing hard mode. It is the nature of our gameplay. We are always going to do something to make the game harder on ourselves. Audrey's
Blind.
like, we're going to play blind. We're foraging in the dark, so we don't know where anything is. All right. Well, I didn't even think about that. I should have looked at the market bonus to see if the market bonus was something I wanted. 1 for each unused. Ooh, that's pretty good. This one gives you 1 point for each unused acorn in your stash. All right. What is my highest is 7.
Yep.
My highest forage card. Same?
2.
Oh, 2. Well, then I guess
Number
I get to go.
2.
Numero 2. All right. So I'm going to play my trick card because why not? And I'm going to take the honey, put that inside of my stash. So I think I should be able to feed old Grizz on the next turn. And then I'm going to... Am I going to press my luck? I don't remember how many tree branches I have in there. Now I'm going to go forage. I'm going to go up to Pebblebrook and forage. Do that. No. Oh, I didn't notice. Do they have to be done in that order? It says ABC, so that's foraging. Go back. See if Dirty Rascal catches up before I go.
So I'm going to play this trick.
Oh, in order, yes. So ABC. Okay.
It says
ABC.
Reveal the top card of each forage location. You may put one of the revealed cards into your deck, and the other ones go back onto your discard, and the other ones go back.
All right. So that's a forest. That's a forest. That's a forest. These are the 3 forest locations. You have a berry, a wild, and un fish. Of course you take the wild. It says the other one goes back
to
the deck. All right, so, or no, I guess it goes back, so it doesn't say to shuffle it or to go back on the bottom, so I guess it goes back on the top.
Yeah.
I guess. Doesn't specifically say top or bottom, so we're going to put it right back where it came from. All right. What else? Moss tricks? Are you
name
tricksy?
A food card.
Are you tricksy rabbits? Oh,
name a.
Told you we're bad about
What
refilling.
if I had said acorn?
Well, that's not a forest. Those are the forest locations.
Oh, I have to do this.
No, this one, yes. You name. Yeah, you have to name them.
Name a food card and then reveal the top card from the trading post deck. If the reveal card matches your guess, put the card into your stash. Otherwise, put it onto your discard.
Yeah, one thing hopefully they do, and again, I'll probably mention this again in first impressions. Hopefully they put. It'd be nice, and since Dirty Rascal's in the chat, to put a symbol of all of the fruits and the food like symbols over there on the left, so you know which ones they are.
Yeah.
Because they're not on the play rate either.
I'm gonna say I didn't see too many of those, but I'm gonna say berry.
Well, yeah, you need a berry over there, so that works.
Oh.
That is a trap. That is not a berry. So that goes into your discard.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. So playing this game with the bunnies can be deadly with those traps because they can be in there and you have to take them. And I don't know. I don't think there's anything that gets rid of the traps.
Visit a location. I need to get.
Dirty Rascal says, "Oh, keep that in mind." Yeah, it was just something like when we were trying to figure it out earlier. We had to go into the rule book and look at the first page to see what there were. Correct. Back on top provides other players information about where they might want to forge or not forge. But I was already there.
I just take one from each.
Well, how many? What? No. How many forge cards are you gonna play? I'm gonna play 3. I'm playing 3 forage cards.
Oh, see.
So 1, 2, 3, and I got a trap and 2 berries.
Why did you do that?
Because I'm over here by myself.
I thought.
No, now we're doing the forage act. You had finished your turn. Now we're doing the forage action.
So I have 1.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to draw back after the forage action, not at the end of our turn. So kind of we're messing that up because that could actually impact when somebody plays other cards. Yeah, so you're only going to play 1 forage card?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 1 from this one, and then 1 from that one. You got a berry. You got a fishy. All right, so now round sequence. Now we both can discard and draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw back up to 5. Back to 5, yeah. So the reason that does, and now I realize that would make a difference because, so for example, at the end of my turn, if we were saying we were playing 4 players, into my turn, I drew back up, and I only had 1 card before. Well, if somebody could steal something from me, it'd be 1 card they could steal. Or if I draw back up to 4, there'd be more, against me. So
I have a question. It has a wild symbol.
That means you have to use the wild amount.
That is not very wild.
The wild can be used for anything in any other recipe, but that particular recipe, once wild, it's worth 5. It's a 5-point card. You want to not use a wild. All right. What is your highest forage card? Oh, we got to go to the next round.
Es 7.
Cinco. That means Adri gets to go first.
Where are my kids?
They're out in the fields foraging.
My babies. Okay, so I know I don't want to discard anything.
Why?
No, yeah, maybe I should.
Maybe you should. Maybe you shouldn't. I don't know. It's up to you.
It always has to be 2. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Discard in here.
Yep. And draw one.
And draw 1. Then
I guess that card didn't help much.
Then what?
Then you can play trick cards or go to your location. Go to your corner.
Go to a location.
Mm-hmm. Well, both of them, because until you well, even when you evolve, it's like Pokemon. They still go to the same location. You can just get to take the location action twice.
I'm gonna go here.
All right.
I know.
Are you gonna complete a recipe?
Pero how I complete the recipe
By playing the food out of your hand.
out of my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I did wrong. No, I can't go there. I'm gonna go
Get you some food.
here.
Yeah.
I get food here.
Yep. So you take one of those 4 or swap one of those 4 with a card in your hand. And that goes to your discard pile. And you refresh the market. All right. I'm going to play a bear trap. Do you have a bear trap in your hand?
No.
No? Okay, well that's fine. I know. Oh, that's right. You just got it. No, I knew you had another one, but I forgot. It's still in your discard
Pero
pile.
what does
That makes you put it into your stash. Remember, like I did last time. Okay, fine. Reveal a food, and let me have it.
Reveal a food.
Reveal a food in your hand. Any food that you want to give me, and let me have it.
I don't want to give you any.
So if you want to eliminate take that in this game, don't let anybody play as the bear because he's mean. The bear just
Look
keeps.
at him. You feel bad.
He's got the sad puppy dog eyes, or I guess sad rabbit eyes. What's a baby rabbit? Bunny. Sad bunny eyes. All right. And then I kind of liked that mixed nut thing. So I'm gonna come here, and then I'm gonna complete the mixed nuts with this nut, so it goes on the bottom of that pile. And I'm gonna put this. Okay. So now I get 1 point for every mixed nut in my stash at the end of the game. And that is that. So that is that. We're not foraging, so back up to 5 cards each.
Hey, when do I feed my babies?
I
have to have all of it?
In between the seasons. Yeah, you have to have all of it. Mm-hmm. So go to the next round. All right.
Drop back to 5?
Yeah.
I'm losing.
How do you know? How do you know you're losing? We haven't even gotten that far yet. We haven't got that far for you to know that you're losing. Oh, I could use those right now. I'm going to have to put them back into my pile. Because I can't come here again.
So...
I have a 5.
I have a 7.
All right, so Adri gets to go first. So the question is whether or not you have food in there to accomplish anything, or whether you basically need to
but
discard
it has to be
and
in
stash.
my hand.
To stash, yes. Yes. Oh, I got 2 in my deck.
To stash. Come on. With the food that I have in my hand, I can stash if I bring them here.
Yes, and that again, you still can recycle. You can still play trick cards before that, because you have to do them in order.
I'm going to recycle.
2. Okay.
Wait.
Wait. Un momento, por favor.
Recycle.
Mm-hmm. You draw 1.
From here?
Mm-hmm.
From here?
Mm-hmm.
Sí, se me
Sí.
And then, no tengo tricks.
Okay.
Visit a
So you visit
location.
the stash.
They are there. Oh no, I
You just put them
got
there.
them.
Yep, and then put all your food. Put all the food that you want to stash there. Now you
But
you don't have to stash all of your food.
And I cannot see what I have, right? But I had them before. There was one thing that I cannot see it. You forget.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you said, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, you just forget what it was. All right. So I'm going to recycle 2. That did not help me at all. I'm going to... I'm gonna grab the acorn. No, I'm not gonna grab the acorn. I'm gonna stash this one. And that's it. All right. So draw back up to 5. 1.
Why there is no shuffling time yet for me?
You got a big deck. It's because you remember, because you went, your bunnies, that's kind of, I think, a good thing and a bad thing of the bunnies. They can go out there and get tons of food.
But then
your deck's going to get so big. Yeah. Because that's why, like, if you wanted 4 cards, you want to play 2 forage cards, so you can get 2 and 2, right? First round, yeah, it was good. You got lots of cards right off. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Oish. I got a trap. All right. So highest card is a 6.
7.
7. Audrey gets to go first again.
I am playing. No, I'm recycling 2.
2. Okay. I always wonder whether or not sometimes Bella's snores come through the microphones. Like,
I know.
because sometimes she's really loud.
Is that or is Casper near us? I
Mm.
don't know. I'm going to play a trick.
Okay.
If Honey and Bones are at the same location,
They are.
you may put 1 foot from your
Hand.
hand onto your stash.
Yep. So you get to stash a food, which is actually that's the perfect time to get that card is on the last round after you've already stashed, because I gave you 1 more food to put in there. That was actually good timing.
And then visit a location.
Visit una locación. So you can complete recipes, you can get you some
But
food, or you
To
can go
complete
foraging.
recipes, it has to be with what I have in
your
my hand.
Or you can reserve it just to get the points by what's in your stash.
Necesito comida.
All right. Are you going to swap or are you going to take?
Swap is comida for comida, so I can.
Swap, you take out of your hand and swap with one of these.
Comida,
Otherwise, you just
but it
take.
has to be food.
Yeah, food for food. Mm-hmm. You keep taking all those wilds. All right, so I'm going to recycle. So that's the only way you can get rid of the trap is through recycling. I wouldn't be able to discard it at the end of my turn, which technically we've never discarded anything. We're very bad. Like most games where it's like, oh, you can discard cards at the end of your turn. We never do. It's like, I'm good. No, I'm good. I'll just keep these cards in my hand. All right, so I did 3. Oh, doing 3 doesn't do me any good. Although this forage, I don't technically need this forage. Can I recycle more cards than I want to pull back? You can't take a face-up food. Huh? Isn't that how we've been playing the whole game?
So I did wrong because I got the wild fruit?
Take the top card of the trading deck and place it face up. Oh, wow. Yeah, we've been doing that the whole time. Yeah. We messed that up the entire time.
Wait. So I'm gonna...
Yeah, so the visible cards are swaps, and the non-visible cards, you would take the top card, which is the carrot. All right, well, we've been messing that up. Definitely gonna put that in the comments. I'll put that in the comments after the stream. Whoops! I was like, that does make it a little bit too easy. I'm like, why would I ever swap? Like, it doesn't.
Mi turno?
No, it's mi turno. I was trying to see if when I recycled 3 cards, can I recycle more cards than I really want to do? You may place 2 or more cards from your hand in the discard pile. Draw 1 card fewer. Yeah, because I draw 1 card fewer, so I did 3, so I draw 2. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You got me all confused. I'm gonna play a trick. Unbearable. I get 1 fruit from your hand.
Well...
At least we both played the same. Yeah. Lo siento. Gracias para tu nuevo comida. And I'm not gonna play the other one because I know that the trap is still in the discard pile. Otherwise, I'd play that on you. So I'm going to go to the market, and I'm going to complete that. So that goes on the bottom of the deck. So fish sticks. Market bonus, you may spend a bonus wild at the end of each season while this card is in the bonus slot. So I get 1 free wild at the end of each season.
No,
Stop. Okay, so that is the end of that. So we need to refresh our hands. So,
is this... We're done when we get here?
yep, so now we're resetting.
No. Can we start all over again?
So take your discard, take your hand, shuffle them back together. Your bunnies are gonna die.
They are not being fed.
You don't have two carrots and a tree in there yet? Yeah, you got to make sure that you get a carrot as soon as again, you're gonna be able to look.
You didn't even let me.
You're gonna be able to look, and then you'll know.
What did I do? But because that was my location. I went there, so I could not go then. There.
Well, yeah, because you did that on the turn before. But again, you'll know what's there, so you'll know that, oh, I'm missing a stick. As soon as you get a stick in your hand, you'll take the stash action. Or just hang on to the stick for later. All right.
For later? For you to steal it?
Yes. Yes, so I can steal it. All right, so now we feed our animales. So honey.
Of course you can
fish,
feed your animals.
honey. So I'm going to feed me animales.
Can I look at mine?
Yeah. Yeah, you can do this. This is simultaneous. I mean, I don't think there's any reason why one of us has to pay attention to the other.
Can I partially feed them?
No, you cannot partially feed your animal. Oh, gracias para the carrot.
Oh,
Keep that one.
no.
Oh, he is rough, man. Like, he really is. All right, so I can't do anything with this, even with my wild. So
I can't feed them. What if I can't feed them?
you can't feed them. Can you complete either of your recipes? Don't use your carrot though, or your stick.
No.
Wait, we're supposed to come back home.
I can't.
All right, then then just put it back in your stash. If you want to shuffle the market, por favor. You can use the wild food as a carrot and a leaf if you have one.
What is the market? Shuffle what market? This?
Oh yeah, you're wild. So you don't have a leaf and a carrot? What's in your stash?
The carrot. I have a bear.
Oh, she doesn't have a carrot yet. She got an acorn and a trap.
I think my bunny likes acorn.
Your bunny likes acorn. Her bunny likes acorn. Can we give them their dietary requirements and not or their dietary? Yeah, refresh total. Instead of their cards. There's an expansion for you. You change their dietary requirements. Nice stiff cards though. Like I said, I like prototypes with nice stiff cards because then you know that the cards in the game are going to be good.
You can get them. from this thing.
And then 2 to each of us. And 2 in the field.
2?
Yeah, just because we're gonna remember we discard 1 to the field. Oh! So I'm wondering, like, now I'm curious because, like, we're almost towards the end here, and I've only got 2 recipes down here in the bottom. Like, how often can you get 5 and 5? Because I don't feel like you have enough to be able to draw that many. I mean, I guess if you know that you have enough of these, if you know you've gotten enough food, so you foraged a whole bunch. Linden Finish and the card upgrade has been unlocked. So there we go. Linden Finish has been unlocked. That way, if you're drinking over top of your board game, your cards will be somewhat fine. Like Audrey with her coffee during game day. Cinco? Oh, that goes to your reserve. And then cinco cartas. Audrey's brain is still fried from 24 hours of gaming this weekend, I believe. Actually, it was more like 20. Well, it was 15 each day, because if you add in our breaks, it was 15 each day, so that was it was 13 each day. But then we went over by like 2 hours on Sunday. So technically that was 28 hours of gaming. Some critters fill up more. There is no negative for any recipes incomplete at the end of the game. Oh, okay. So some critters have the ability to take, yeah, like yours. When you upgrade, you can do 2. So that means you can reserve 2 of these cards at a time or complete 2 at a
But
time.
when am I going to upgrade?
Not till the end of the game, unfortunately, now, because I keep stealing all your carrots. So, mine is number 5.
4.
Johnny, 5 a lot, so I get to go first. All right, so smash and grab. I think that was a problem because of my smash and grab being able to take directly from there. It not to say confuses me, but it causes me to believe otherwise. I think I needed a berry, and there's no berry out there. Oh, I got a berry in my hand, so I guess I'll do the stick. Why can't there be wilds? How come whenever you went out there was a wild?
What for? I'm losing.
You're not losing. Do us no lose. All right. So I played that, did that. I can't do anything with this. So I'm gonna go foraging. I haven't gone up here yet, so I'm gonna go up there just to hang out next to the nice waterfall, a little babbling brook. You're gonna make old Grizz happy and content, and you won't steal any of your food.
Me too, no? No. Where are you gonna go there? Just stay there?
I'm gonna forage. Try to get me some more food.
My bunnies are they in the stash? No. They are.
Yes, they're in the stash.
Oh, so they cannot go again to the stash?
Not for another turn. So you have to go to something else here. But you can recycle and play trick cards first. When you play with the bear, it will generally lower the scores as he is so mean. Yeah, so when the bear's in the game, it's going to be a low-scoring game. I didn't even know thematically we were playing the story on the front of the book. I think you guys came in after I'd read the thematic reading. I didn't even realize that. I was originally going to play the deer, what is his name, Bucky. But I ended up deciding, no, I'd rather play with the big chunky bear. Because that's what I told you guys on social media. I was going to play the big chunky bear. So 3 cards. 3?
But do you have to see them?
No, it doesn't matter if I see them or not. It doesn't impact anything. So you could just take 2. Yeah.
And I'm going to play this trick. Name one food.
Name one food. Carrot! Carrot's what you need. You'd rather just say carrot. Although there's a lot of carrots already out there in the field.
It's gonna be A carrot.
Okay.
Do you have to know what it is? No. See, because
Well, yeah,
I
because
mean,
I have to know whether it goes into your stash or whether it goes into your discard.
carrot
Carrot. Yes.
is on leaf.
This one's stick. You got a stick.
I swear my bunnies like acorn.
Your bunny, she swears, her bunny
They
likes
like
acorns.
different variety.
Varietat. You have no carrots in your entire deck?
I don't know.
Oh, you haven't. I was thinking
Now
you
can
went
I
there.
go to a location and
Now
do
you can go
something
to a
interesting?
location. Now remember, you can swap for your carrot.
Pero swap food for
Food for food.
I just don't get food.
How you went foraged and got like
But I mean, I don't
cards at
get
the
it when
beginning
I
of the
need it
game.
in my hand.
no.
If I go there, no, I don't need that. I'm gonna go here.
You don't have you have forage cards or no?
See,
Then you'd be better going forage. This only gives you one card. Honestly, I think
But
the point of this one, and now that we are playing it correctly because they corrected us, the point of that is to do a swap, because you see a food you want and you swap it. Otherwise, if you have forage cards, you're going to get more food out here.
so
Now,
I
do
don't
you
know
want
how to...
do you want just from one, or do
no,
you want
because
from
he
both?
can he can
Yeah.
do two. Okay,
That's what I was
and
checking on.
what do? I play
So now that's
two,
done. So now we
two
play our
forage
forage.
cards?
So I'm playing however many you want to play. I'm playing 3. Normally the forage cards would be turn order, but Grizz's special ability is that he goes first no matter what. But yes, this is how many cards you would get out of the deck, however many you play. All right. So get 3 from me on that one, and I will get you 2 from this one.
But pick them well.
Pick them. I got you a rock. I got you 2 sticks, a berry, and some honey. What did you get me? You got me a trap.
And I get my forages.
I'm okay.
I'm a tip.
All right, and then we go back to our 5.
Oh, what did I do?
You put
I
them into
put
your
them
hand.
here.
Do you remember what the one card you had left was? I'm guessing it wasn't a forage since you
It
didn't
was
play it.
this. So,
Okay. So the other one's going to your discard.
No, how many? Oh, my forage.
You only had 1 card left.
You gave me
It was 2 sticks, a berry, and
honey.
honey. Yep. Yep. I can remember what you got there, but I can't remember what's in my stash. All right, I got a 7. Oh, you got to draw back to 5.
7.
I got a 6.
I got a 6.
I got a 4.
I got a fish.
Go fish. All right, sure, I'll go fish.
No, I don't. It was a joke.
Hold on, I'm not gonna do that yet. Discard 3. 1, 2, 3. And draw 2. All right. First thing I'm gonna do is this right here. So, I would like un comida, por favor.
No, William.
Sí, quieren un comida, por favor.
No tengo.
Tú
What
tienes,
if I didn't
tú
have?
tienes un pez.
What if I didn't?
Tú dice.
What if it was a joke?
Well, then you wouldn't have to give me anything. I guess you're supposed to show the hand if somebody really didn't believe you. So, like, that's one of the things with one of these games. Like, it's same as like when you play Go Fish or anything, right? It's honesty, right? How honest is somebody being? It goes right into my stash too, right? Yeah. I need something with fish because I got fish in there.
Okay, where?
I don't get. Well, it's still my turn. All right. Do you have a trap in your hand?
No.
Oh, dang it!
If I had one trap, what is the trap?
It would go into your stash. All his cards make. Well, I think both of us, all of our cards, pretty much make things go into a stash, either your own or somebody else's.
Okay.
All right.
I'm getting nervous.
You're getting nervous. Okay. I can use Honey as wilds, by the way, now.
What?
That's his ability. I unlocked his ability. All right, so I'm going to actually come... Oh, I can't do that yet. Dang it. Necesito un pez. Necesito un pez. That's fine. I will go aquí. I will use this location properly. And that'll be the end of my turn. That's the proper way to use the location.
It's my turn.
Say it's tu turno.
Come here, babies.
Oh, did you finally get your carrot? No, stash.
Oh, yeah, I thought you was talking.
No, I was. Now, hang on. Did you want to, before you did that, remember, that's the last thing you can do. Did you want to recycle or play trick cards? Location's the last thing you do.
I see.
I see. All right, go back out there. Rewind. Where are you going? What are you doing? Recycling? I don't know what you're doing. Oh. Recycling's to go here to draw more cards or more.
I don't know what to do.
Oh, I forgot to move this up at the end of the last
card. Only can choose one.
one. Okay. Now do you want to stash?
See, come here, baby.
Come here, babies. She likes her little buddies. Let's do bebés. Bebecitos. Now we both draw back up to 5. Oh, I got a trap. What am I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Un trap. ¿Cómo se dice trap?
Trampa.
Trampa. That sounds like a bad word.
No, trampa.
Oh.
Tramposo.
Tramposo.
It's you.
It's me.
Cheater.
Cheater. So wait a minute, trap and cheater are the same thing? So in,
No,
in Star Wars,
tramposo.
so in Star Wars, when he says it's a trap, he says "Estás trampo."
Tramposo.
Tramposo. Okay, you got 5 cards in your hand.
Yes.
Okay, I have a 2.
I have a 5.
That means you go first. All right, you got two rounds left. Dos rounds left, mi amor. Two.
Wait, okay, so. I have to recycle before I do anything else? No.
Recycles first, yes. It's ABC.
ABC? No, C.
ABC. 1, 2, 3.
Recycle.
ABC. 1, 2, 3. Baby, you and me.
So recycle. I can discard 1 card and get 1?
No. Minimum 2 cards, because you're going to get 1 less than what you do. So if you discard 1, you're going to get 0. Because 1 less than 1 is 0. That's how math works. She's a language teacher, not a math teacher.
I mean, so bad.
No. Es un yolk de huevo.
Okay. No, I don't want to do that. Then I'm gonna just. If they are, I'm gonna play this trick.
Okay. High 5. In the same location, which they
They're
are.
in the same location, so I can put 1 food in my stash. Right?
Yes. All right. Before I steal it.
See. Then,
See, then.
can I continue?
So much pressure to survive. Yeah.
Can I continue?
You can play another trick or visit a location. See, I was thinking the bunnies could split up on every time. So I was thinking the bunnies, when I was thinking about playing, I was like, oh, well, then the bunnies, you could always send 1 to a different location and basically get 2 actions every turn.
Solamente.
Lucky dip. Reveal the top card.
Of each forage location.
All right. Oh, that's a trap. I'm thinking you don't want that. Your butt's near. Your little paws.
Oh, so cute.
So cute.
I want. What is if? Oh,
You
put
just
it
pick
in my
one.
discard.
And put in your discard. Yep.
So this is in the discard.
Yes, that is the discard. All right. Now you can play another trick or go to a location.
I'm gonna go forage.
You're gonna go forage. You sure you don't want to go to this one? He says, real quick.
And I play those cards.
When we get to the forage action, I gotta go first because remember,
Oh,
forage is based on who all's there.
there.
Forage
Visit
at the same time.
location is the end, and then we do.
Only when foraging, then you can keep swapping forage locations if you wanted.
Oh.
Only when foraging. So we must have said something about foraging. Oh, with your splitting up. I said about how it'd be nice like if they could split up and go to different locations. I mean, their ability's kind of cool because they get to do twice at a location, these two. So basically, they could draw twice from there, or they could complete 2 or reserve 2, or complete 1 and reserve 1. All right. I was going to... I'm going to recycle these 3 because I'm not foraging. We're going to have those. Which is pretty much identical to what I just recycled. I had a forage and a trap. And I got rid of 2 forages and trap. That's fine. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to complete sashimi with honey. Because honeys are wild. So sashimi goes aquí. There you go.
See, if I had understood this very well from the beginning, I would be winning.
When we get the final copy, then you'll know how to play. We play it again with all of the stretch goals and the new character. And then we can pintar the miniaturas. Oh yes. All right. That's that. That was it, right? Yeah. Okay. Now forage. So how many forage cards are you gonna play?
Dos.
Dos. All right. So you get.
Dos from no.
Yeah, 2 from 1. Oh, those traps. And then 2 from the other. We've shuffled these decks a bunch, so that's not due to bad shuffling. That's just luck of the draw. She was like, she went there, so she wouldn't get this trap. Oh, more. Lo siento. Okay. So put that back there.
And then this where?
Back there. I don't think you're going to get it. I don't think you're going to get them. You don't have 5 cards left. Forage might not have been a good action if you're not going to draw 5 cards. Although you could recycle your entire hand. So.
Yeah.
You have 5? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have 4.
5. All right. So shuffle, draw, shuffle in, draw, and shuffle. Shuffle.
And when are we going to do that?
At the end. Before final scoring, you get to do 1 more with your stash.
Do you want to shuffle it?
No. Then you'll blame me if you lose.
I'm already blaming you because I'm losing. Because you stole all my combos.
Because I stole. He did. Like every time I got a piece of food from you, didn't I? Did I ever play that and you didn't have a piece of food?
Maybe once.
Maybe once.
There was something that I didn't give you because I didn't. Oh no, it was the traps.
The traps. All right. You got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I have un 5.
I have un 3.
Okay, so I get to go first. Bear trap. Do you have a trap in your hand? No. Oh, I am going to recycle. Oh, I did that in the wrong order, but either way, doesn't change anything. I'd still play this. So there, I'm going to recycle 3 to get 2. That did not help me at all. So I guess I'm going to stash because it's what else? Oh, I forgot to move that down. I'm gonna stash. That's it. That's it para mí. Estudiarlo. You pretty much want to play any. You want to recycle whatever is not going to help you, which is pretty much forages and tricks that aren't going to do any good, to try to get more food and stash the food.
So wait, how is that the swap works? I can swap, but it has to be one.
But again, Amor, it's not going to go to your stash. You need to put your food in your stash.
Okay, so do I come to my stash?
Recycle whatever you're not going to use. No hyperventilating.
Dos.
Okay, so you get 1. But no, Amor, you want the fish. Do you need? Oh, you don't need the fish for anything.
This time I got only food.
Oh yeah, the fish isn't going to do you any good. You're right, because you don't need it for your menu items. Lo siento, tú es correcto, mi es incorrecto. Draw uno.
Draw uno from here.
Yep. Then you can play trick cards. Where's your bunny trick where it lets you put in your stash? Or is that into your discard?
They are not in the same well, we can say they are.
No, they're not in the same location. The one time, I was wondering if that
But
would
they
ever
are both
happen.
in the forest area.
Because I'm thinking like that card, they're almost always in the same area. This is the only time they're not in the same area. Yeah, it's the one time. Yep. So you can't play that. So you're gonna stash your goodies.
See, come here, babies.
Stash your
Wait,
goodies.
no, I haven't played this. No.
No, you don't. That's why I just discarded my last two forage cards because I don't play anything. And stash comida. All right. So now we do end of game. We don't need to reset. Here we go. Scoring. After the final round of autumn, each player will score the fruit. Okay. Discard your hand and your deck, which we did. Spin your stash. Okay. Spin two.
Spend
okay, I don't want to spin that.
stash. What about this recipe I got here?
Oh, I don't want to spin that.
So why does it mean spend?
Spin, like complete. Well, first feed yourself, because that has to happen. If you don't feed yourself, you get 0 points. So just toss them out there in the center.
Okay, I'm feeding them.
All right. Just put it in the middle. This is it, so it doesn't matter. So then you flip them over to show that they were fed. I did a very bad job of my stash. I was picking things up, but none of it is helpful. So I'm leaving those in my stash. Yeah, I can't do anything with these. Yeah.
And then about the recipes.
Because extra food doesn't give us any points, right? Yeah, just D and E. D, E, stars with bonuses. Yep. So I can't do anything with those, so I'm just gonna get rid of them.
About the recipes.
Can you complete them? Any of them?
Yes, this one.
All right, so complete that one and discard the cards you need for that. And then put it in your recipe pile face down. Yep, right there. No mas?
No.
Okay. No, just
You can give me this for free.
give that for free. All right, so then just discard. All right. So now we add up our completed and our incompleted points. So completed, you count the ones at the top, minus any traps in your stash.
So add -1.
See, oops. 3, 6, 0, 8, 9, 10.
7.
7 to 10. I'm wondering if that's a very low scoring game. It feels like it's a low scoring game. Like, I completed 5 recipes, but the problem is this needed acorns, which I didn't have in my stash. This one did give me fish. I knew I had some extra fish. And this was just a 2. So 7 to 10. I don't know if that's a low scoring game or not. But there we go. We're going to go ahead and do our first impressions. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and give our first impression. Of course, this is a prototype copy, so things are subject to change. Some things have already been upgraded. You can go out to the Kickstarter to see what those upgrades are. This is a great, I already said earlier, this is a great prototype.
Yes,
this is the final game. This is a great prototype. Love the art, love the graphics. That's why we reached out to Dirty Rascal, because it just looked cute. And we like cute things. We like cute art.
And my favorite animal is the bunnies.
Favorite animales is the bunnies. You get points for the cards at the bottom, point on the left bottom of the card. Oh, so it still counts as 1 point, even though it's a 1 star. Because it says 1 for each unused acorn in your stash. I had 0 acorns, so 1 times 0 is 0.
But this one.
Yeah, that one I did. That was my 2. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, all right. But no, we like the components. We did have the one thing about the not knowing what all the fruits were because it was our first gameplay. So it says, yes, you still get 1 point. Okay, so I still get 1 point. It's 1 point times the extra. So actually this would be 3,
So you have
4,
12.
5, 6. So I'd have 12 instead. Okay. But yeah, I like the components. I like the art. I like the graphics. Everything's easy to understand. Iconography's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it will change.
No.
I mean,
I imagine the player boards. These are thin, flat
Yeah,
player boards. So I
maybe that.
imagine these again were just prototype player boards. I imagine you probably get a thicker board more similar to the actual game board. But I do like that it was different art. I didn't even notice that when I first laid them out. It's basically, I think it's this art just chopped up. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah,
this
which
is
but
like
it's still cool. It's still cool that it's different art on each of the player boards. Makes it unique. The player powers, all that. So that actually goes into the mechanics. So the mechanics is quasi 1 point plus 1 for each additional resource. Okay, yeah, because it's got the asterisk, so I was thinking it was times. So I'm used to seeing that asterisk symbol as a time symbol, not as a plus symbol. So that would just again something on the components maybe change, maybe the verbiage could be changed, made a little bit more clear, or do like 1 plus. I think it was mentioned in the rule book. I think I missed that. But yeah, the mechanics, it's kind of a little bit deck building, right? But there's no deck thinning. It's worker placement. So those are two things that we love in games. Deck building and worker placement are two of our favorite things. What did you think of the mechanics? Once you figured them out.
I think it's different.
It's different.
It's different. Like it's different. Like what you can do in everything than like other games, right? And you have options to make points, or to get these to make points this way or this way. So that is really, really nice. You stole my food.
I kept stealing the food. So there is some take that. So of course that's one thing to be aware of. There is some take that in the game. I don't know if all of them have take that cards. I didn't look through the other 4 animals cards, but he's definitely take that. The bear is definitely take that. So if you've got people that get upset or mad, like kids, that just don't let them play with the bear. Don't let them play with the bear. He's mean. As Dirty Rascal says, he's mean. Yes, boards will be thicker. There's a stretch goal for individual art on player boards. Okay, so the art will actually be individual art instead of a copy of the game board. So that's nice. I like that. It's a very limited, like you're very, very limited in what you can do. So it's kind of like you want to, as soon as you get a lot of food in your hand, you want to come back and stash.
Yes.
Right? So it's like, the very beginning of the game, it felt like, yes, go forage, get as much as you can from the forage cards, because that's mostly what you have, and then come stash all that food. Well, the food's still in the discard pile. So it's almost like get through your deck, which would be like 2 rounds, and then forage, which is kind of what we did. But the question was what we foraged and put in here what we were working to? So what do you think about that hidden information, not being able to see what's in there and still needing to go do the...
Well, it is a challenge. It is. I don't dislike it. I think it is.
It makes you have to remember.
Yeah.
It would be nice for maybe like a family mode. Like we like Isle of Cats and a couple other games that have family mode where it has a couple small rules changes. So and that would be the one I would say for kids. Like that's kind of mean for kids because they wouldn't be able to do it. So I'd say if you're playing family mode, kids can go look at it, adults can't, whatever. But that's a house variant you can do yourself.
Yeah.
But no, I like it. It's deck building, it's worker placement. It's very tight. You have to plan. You have to know like I knew I was going to do that one card with the fish, him, to get more fish points because I remembered I had 2 fish in my discard. So same thing as if I saw a fish out there, I should have swapped them as I could. No fish came out because I knew I was going to go for this card on the follow-up turn.
About this, what I don't know. I mean, I thought that I could just bring something. Of course, it would have been so easy now that I think about it. But but like the same symbol here, and then this one equals any type of food, and then that one here
is that actual card. So you need the wild to complete that. It has to
be this one. And I thought I had many more.
And Dirty Rascal says they have talked about a kids mode. But going into kids mode, into that, it goes into the difficulty. I don't think it's that difficult. I mean, even still, without a kids mode, I think, and when you have big, cute, chunky toys, on the game board, right? For your not so mini minis. Kids are definitely going to play, and I don't think it would be a problem to play with most kids, as long as they can read and understand the set collection. I wouldn't put this higher than a 2. This is a nice.
This is very useful.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's very
concise.
concise.
Of what you can do. Yeah, we forgot to mention the components. A+ to any creator that has a small player aid that isn't the back of the book. And also, speaking of book and components, lots of examples, lots of description stuff in the book. That was great as well. Always forget to mention the rule books. I will say that the insert was a little bit less. It's a prototype. There's not an insert. I believe there is an upgraded insert Kickstarter. Go check it out. I haven't seen all the stuff that's been unlocked. You should go check it out. But no, I don't find it that difficult. I'd say a 2 in an entry weight game that most people should be able to pick up after a round or so. Fun at 2. I didn't see any problem with this at 2. I mean, a lot of times worker placement, you want that extra player. And I thought they said they unlocked a solo mode. I got an email. I get so many Kickstarter emails now. I forget who's done what. But if there is a solo mode, I know a lot of games you can add the solo character as an AI against in a 2-player to get you that 3rd player interactivity. But I don't know if that's needed because none of the spots are locked down.
Because there are only 4 always displayed, so it refreshes
only when
one of us
trades. But remember, we were playing it wrong at the beginning.
No, but I mean, even though, like, for example, here, so if you pick one recipe, then it's not like 8 options that then you have to wait until those get removed, because it's less than 8 options. It's less than normally.
Yeah, but normally
more.
A bigger market is better. I think a bigger market for you. You don't like bigger markets because that's more.
But sometimes it does not get that one thing, and second, it's harder
if they all get filled with expensive or cards that nobody
and then
wants.
we don't refresh often.
Yeah, but that's any market.
I don't know. I think the 4 and 4 here are perfect for 2 players.
No, what I was meaning was like the interactivity. Now that is one thing I would say at 2 players that is not fun is, again, going back to old Grizz, he's not fun at 2. Because it's one person's being mean the entire time and the other person isn't. So I'd say.
But you know what? Maybe if I had done that from the very beginning, I would use my ability well. So I had always gone there and here, or split them and then get enough food. Then you stealing my food maybe would not
have been that big of a deal.
Yeah, maybe I would still have enough.
Yeah, but I'm just saying for other players,
yes.
Right? That could be found mean against in a 2-player game. Now I know Monique and Naveen, they played, I think the squirrel and the bear is who they played. And same thing happened there, right? The bear's just going to be mean in what they do. But no, I enjoyed it too. That's how we play most of our games. These were the standees. So again, this is if you get the retail edition or the regular edition versus the deluxe edition, you get standees. Love board game companies that do this, that offer both. I know that depending on price, I know it's not always cost effective for them, just because of the fact that most people back the miniature level. But I think with rising costs and the way they are, it's making more sense to start doing these kinds of things. Now, I will always say one thing now is, though, if I get standees, if I'm not going to get nice, cool minis, I am like really in love with those new acrylic standees, like the OP does with most of the games we've gotten from them lately.
Yeah,
like the acrylic ones. I do like those a little bit better than the old cardboard ones. Especially also is if you can do double-sided art. I think that's that helps a little bit too. But either way, I mean, I appreciate that there's both options. That way, people can get into the game at a cheaper price point. And Dirty Rascal confirmed, yes, solo is unlocked. So that means if you want a little bit more interactivity and you want the market to be refreshed, most likely that solo module could be adapted to play in a 2-player game. I don't think we've ever had a game that like we couldn't take the solo module and play it in a 2-player game. I don't think we've ever tried. We keep saying we're going to do that so we could show people how it works.
I don't know. But I think we're
We're going to do it in
once.
Everdell this weekend. Because this weekend, that the Mistwood expansion introduces a 3rd player. It's an AI that's mainly made as a replacement for solo, but they found that it worked well in multiplayer as well as an extra player. All right, the last thing is the theme. So the theme is, as I read at the very beginning of the stream, animales trying to get comida para de viernes. Invierno.
No.
Not in viernes, because that's again near where my parents live. So they're trying to get the food for the winter, and they're cute and they're adorable, and that's what they're doing.
Perfect. I love it.
It's perfect. Love the theme. Nature,
would not change
yes.
anything.
Cute animales, yes.
Comida, the
Comida.
art makes it very
Audrey loves comida. If only it had coffee, chocolate, and peanut butter.
No, I love it.
I love it. Yep. All right. So yeah, I like the theme. The theme's good. Again, that's what drew me in to reach out to the publisher. So if you are interested in survival of the fattest, you can click the link down below. That'll take you out to the Kickstarter page. You can pledge, follow along. I believe it is 15 days left to go in the campaign as of this recording. If you want to watch more Kickstarter previews and gameplay playthroughs, what do you need to do?
Subscribe, activate notifications,
Notifications.
follow us on social media. And
all that stuff. But thanks to Dirty Rascal for coming out, at least correcting our rules mistakes. We always offer to our publishers to do that, and glad when they do. But until next time, guys.
Adios.
Peace. It's not working.